Well, good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here from the city of North Canton with my weekly community update. Today's Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021. The good news is we're 10 days away from spring, hopefully, when it arrives next week, next Friday, on May the 20th. So I'm very happy about that. May 20th. It's Saturday. Okay, there you go. But spring is on its way. If you noticed yesterday, March the 9th, our flags were lowered on all government buildings by order of Governor Mike DeWine in recognition of those individuals, especially the first case of COVID-19. And our flags were lowered at that time. March 10th is also a very special day for myself and my family. It was on March 10th that it's a personal day of remembrance for me, for my brother Ken, my oldest brother Ken Wilder Jr. Ken was a lieutenant with the Brunswick Police Department in Brunswick, Maine. I had the opportunity to work with my brother for a year as a full-time police officer with the town of Brunswick in Brunswick, Maine. Unfortunately, it was on this day that my brother suffered a massive heart attack and died. For a 10-year veteran of the Brunswick Police Department, I appreciate what they've done in the past to recognize my brother over the many, many years. And that was 37 years ago that he passed away at the age of 40. So thank you for allowing me the privilege to recognize my brother for his service, not only to his country during his time in the Navy, but also as a police officer, a law enforcement officer for the town of Brunswick in Brunswick, Maine. Thank you. I want to recognize a community organization. Yesterday, Character Counts of North Canton awarded a Business of Character to Compassion Delivered. And Compassion Delivered is right here in North Canton. Amanda Anschutz is the co-founder and director of Compassion Delivered. And simply what they do is they provide nutritional meals to people who are coping with chronic or life-threatening illnesses and disease. They believe that people, men, women, and children, should not have to lose between medical care or suffer the malnutrition and hunger caused by their illness or diseases. So a shout out to Compassion Delivered. Folks, you can go online and learn a little bit more about Compassion Delivered and read their webpage. It's a nonprofit and they do a lot of good here in our community. So congratulations on being the Character Counts of North Canton, this month's recipient of Business of Character. For our business news, for Parks and Recreations, our restrooms will soon be open at Price Park and Whitwer Park. Hopefully next week, if the weather is cooperative, we still want to guard against any freezing lines. But I've talked with Brian Hill, our superintendent of Parks, Recreation, and Water Distribution. And our plan is to get those two parks facilities up and running. They have touchless fixtures in them now, and we'll have those open for the rest of the summer. So thank you for your patience of working with us all last year during COVID, and now we'll have an opportunity to have our restrooms open again for the public. Again, thank you for your patience and cooperation this whole last year. I just want to remind everybody that it was way back on December the 4th, 2020, that I made a mayor's order that City Hall would remain closed until further notice. And that, again, was, we were still in the COVID, and we're still in COVID safeguards and guidelines right now. But in order to protect our employees and the general public, that's the reason why I really closed City Hall at that time. And folks, it's going to remain closed probably until June 1st. Again, the reasons are we still want to make sure our employees are protected and safe. And if you have to have an appointment with either building or something in the administration, you can call and make an appointment. But the other part of that is we are in the middle of remodeling our upstairs and trying to give better workstations for our 8 or 9 employees that are in utilities and finance. So in order to make sure it's safe and get the work done efficiently and quickly, I'm going to have City Hall remain closed at least through June 1st. I appreciate everybody's work on doing things online. We have our drug receptacle box still in the lobby, and we'll still take any discarded medicines, medications, and drugs in the drop box there. We're not taking any batteries, just so you know. You can recycle those. If you have any concerns about that, I would go to the Stark County Waste District website, and they might be able to give you some guidance too on batteries. But generally, most batteries can be disposed of. However, I think if you have the recharging batteries, you can either dispose of those either at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can check at those two locations, folks. And again, we're just going to have it closed till June the 1st. If our work gets done sooner, and I think our safeguards and our limitations are lifted, then I'll try to open City Hall up sooner. But thank you for your patience on that. I was talking to one of our contractors just yesterday. Things to be going well. I've surveyed a couple of our contractors just to see how they're handling with our permits department. There's no issues that they're experiencing. Again, for any assistance, if it comes to permits and inspection, you can call in for appointments at 330-499-5557 or simply email permits@northcantonohio.gov. And I've even talked to these contractors. They have done some things remotely by camera for inspections. So again, we're still trying to safeguard our employees, but also the people that they come in contact with. And blueprints, plans, and things like this still can be submitted electronically. But if you have any concerns or questions, continue because things are going to open up here. And I know that you're going to want to be continuing to do your home improvements. Before you do, you please call in and check, okay, that you don't need a permit for something. I'd rather have you call in, and yes, it may cost you something, but we want you to do it right and be within compliance and laws for your home improvements. So thank you very much for helping us out on that. On the engineering side, if you've noticed on Pittsburgh, between Pittsburgh and Baton, we are restarting the water line replacement on Pittsburgh Avenue, and that's going north from Portage up to Baton, northwest there, Baton Avenue. And we're going to replace the water lines on Milton Street Northwest, and we're also going to do work on Carousel Circle Northwest. So you're going to see some road signs saying it's closed to traffic. Residents, we can get you in, and yes, emergency vehicles will be able to get through. And also we have accommodations in place for Reed Funeral Home. So be aware that the next month or two, we're going to have some work done on replacing some 100-year-old water lines down there for our residents and constituents. So please bear with us on that. Also, starting this morning, we started some hydrant flushing, and I think our first one is down on Waterside Southwest, on Waterside Drive Southwest. So if you see the water, our flushing of our hydrants, and folks living down in that area, if you're experiencing any rusty water or looking water, you can call in to the city administration at 330-499-8223 and go to option 8, and that will connect you with a water treatment plant, okay? And we'll be able to, you can let them know if you have a little bit of rust or discoloration. Each year we flush those, our hydrants to make sure we get all the sediments out that could accumulate over the winter time. So you're going to see that starting to happen. Again, just hit option 8 when you dial 330-499-8223 if you have some discoloration in your water. And we'll be going throughout the city over the summer to clean out our hydrants. Thank you. In regards to income tax, again, Regional Income Tax Agency, RETA, is the company we work with. Any questions or guidance, you can call 1-800-860-7482, or you can go online at www.rita, that's R-I-T-A, ohio.com. Again, ritaohio.com, or 1-800-860-7482 for income tax questions. As I mentioned, for our park department, again, restrooms are going to be open, hopefully, Price Park and Whitwer. And then the rest of our park sorry, restrooms are going to be opened up hopefully in the first part of April as we start opening up all of our parks restrooms, like the ones at Eastwood and Strasser. Give a shout out to our North Canton City Schools. Boy, the Vikings have had a number of things going on. Not only is our boys playing Medina tonight in the districts or going to the regionals, hopefully, but Right to Read Week was being experienced in many in our elementary schools. I missed my time of coming in to being able to read, especially at Northwood. I missed reading to the students up there and the kids, but good job for everybody at Mary Evans and Childhood Center, Claremont, Greentown, and of course Northwood and Orchard Hill. Good luck to all those kids. And hey, a shout out too for our North Canton Hoover High School National Honor Society. Again, they had their day of commitment of service to the community, but their Super Saturday has now extended into the week. So a shout out to our high school's National Honor Society once again as they embrace the importance of service to the community. And kudos to all of those kids that were involved in making their act of service to our community and surrounding community. What else do we got going for them? Well, I think they have their St. Baldrick's coming up here. I thought that was May 8th. That should be right around the corner here. So they're still taking donations. Let me double check here. Well, the district raised so far $7,772 this week, and well, you can always go online and find out. I'm sorry, I thought the date for that was coming up on the 8th of March, but and that was on Monday, so we passed that. So hopefully they raised enough money. Just a shout out again about a Viking Victory Run for 2021. It's going to be virtual, and you can simply go online, and if you want to just go to the internet and just enter in a Viking Victory Run, that'll take you to the website where you can register and do a 5K run or walk, a Kids Fun Run, 1 miler, or the Little Vikes quarter mile event. Again, due to the COVID restrictions we are under still, I think it's safe again this year to do it virtually. And again, we thank all the sponsors and participants as they are over to donate about $5,000 each year to different organizations within the schools. And I think last year it went to North Canton Care Pantry from last year's race. So go online and register for the Viking Victory virtual edition and run. I know what it was. There's another St. Baldrick's, okay? But that was also done on the 8th. So we're all done with St. Baldrick's, okay? I can't participate because I don't have much to give. You know, we have a couple of other great organizations in the city, North Canton Public Library and the North Canton YMCA. And folks, they're really opening up their doors for fun activities for family, youth, and adults. So please just go online or visit both the YMCA in North Canton and our North Canton Public Library. They have a bunch of things going on to really connect our community, families, and friends. So shout out to them. I want to give you a little update on what I gathered for information about the Stark County Health Department. Let's see. On that Tuesday call, here's some things that I learned. They have administered over 24,100 doses of vaccines. Now they have 15,000 people in the queue, and that is because it's been opened up to age 60, 65, and older. They have reached almost 40% of those 65 and older right now. Starting this Monday, they were giving out doses all week. Monday, they gave out 300 doses. Tuesday was 780. Today, Wednesday, they're issuing or giving 700 doses. 720 on Thursday. They have 800 doses scheduled for Friday, and they're going to be giving, or they have 850 doses available on Saturday. So I just wanted to make that known to you. Good news from Altman Hospital. As of Tuesday, they only had 12 patients on their Canton campus. They had one person in ICU and one on a ventilator. And within the last 24 hours, they only had 3 new cases, which is remarkable, just absolutely remarkable. And they only had 2 employees out that had symptoms of COVID-19. To date, they've issued 14,000 doses, and they have 1,600 doses of Pfizer and Moderna on its way. When it comes to Mercy, they are similar. They've only had 16 patients in Mercy, and only 4 in ICU, and no one on a ventilator. And very fortunate for them too, they've only had 3 employees out with COVID symptoms. And in the last 24 hours for them, unfortunately, they had 6 cases come in. They're going to have a major clinic on March the 22nd. So maybe just stay tuned for that, or check their website at Mercy about, it's going to be at St. Paul's, but I'm not sure whether it's a St. Paul's church or a St. Paul's school. So not sure which one. We had a good school report that most or all teachers and educators and staff in Stark County have had their first dose. I think North Canton was finishing up their 2nd doses this last week. And good news was from Joe Chaddick from the Stark County Board of Education. Over 4,500 students took the ACT test, and that was completed without any issues or problems. So good going, kids, on completing your ACTs. As we listen to Governor DeWine, I understand his next press conference is currently scheduled for Thursday, March the 11th at 2 p.m. And let's see here. He's got, in response to significant increase in the amount of vaccine coming into Ohio, Governor DeWine announced on Monday, I think, or Tuesday, Monday, he outlined the individuals who are included in Phase 1D and Phase 2B on Ohio's vaccination plan, which will go into effect on Thursday, March the 11th. And again, Phase 1D includes approximately 197,000 Ohioans, and that includes type 2 diabetes and end-stage renal disease. So on Phase 2B, that'll open vaccinations based on age of Ohioans ages 50 and older. And that group includes approximately 1.2 million eligible Ohioans. Governor DeWine also announced that Ohio's centralized scheduling website is now available. And you can go to this website. It goes like this: gettheshot.coronavirus.ohio.gov. That is gettheshot.coronavirus.ohio.gov. Gettheshot.coronavirus.ohio.gov. And that website will serve as a singular location for Ohioans to confirm that they are eligible to be vaccinated, identify nearby providers, and schedule their vaccination appointments. I believe he said there's over 1,200 providers in Ohio right now. And that includes clinics and pharmacies, hospitals, and et cetera. So I just wanted to share that information with you. And as we kind of wind down, I wanted to bring your attention, Arrowhead Golf and Event Center. Again, the Clubhouse Grill is going to open up on Sunday, March the 21st. They are accepting pool memberships right now for 2021. Just contact Lori, L-O-R-I, at ncarrowhead.com. Also, golf memberships are available right now. Contact Brandon. He's in the office Monday through Friday from 9 to 2. And you can go approach him about memberships, and that is Brandon, B-R-A-N-D-O-N, at ncarrowhead.com. That's Brandon. And by the way, they were golfing yesterday, and I think they're golfing today. You'll have to call and check in with Brandon. Right now, it's weather-related golf. So weather permitting, I should say. it's golfing available at Arrowhead Golf and Event Center. And folks, if you're looking to plan a small engagement or a wedding or a banquet, you can contact Deanna also at ncarrowhead.com. And she is taking reservations right now for parties. And I think she's got a couple of baby showers coming up. And I know she's got a couple major events that are already being booked. So our banquet facility will be open after the 21st. And folks, if you haven't been in there, hopefully you're going to see new lighting, new carpeting, a fresh coat of paint, and a few other things that we've really tried to do to clean that up and make that even better and for our patrons. Also on the 21st, we're getting a lot of interest on the Home and Garden Show. That's going to run from noon to 3 p.m. So again, stop at Arrowhead Golf and Event Center on the 21st. There's a lot going on, and see the Home and Garden Show. And for you ladies that are interested in getting married, the Intimate Bridal Show is scheduled for Sunday, April the 18th at Arrowhead Golf and Event. And that's going to be from noon to 3. So contact Deanna on those kind of things. It should be a real big, it's going to be a real big hit for us this year. Just remind you today, it's a beautiful day to get out to the North Canton Farmers Market up at 1447 North Main Street. It's open from 3 to 6. And stop by and see all the vendors that we have there. We're starting to get a few coming back now with the weather being nice. And that's going to go till April the 28th. So come on up and see the North Canton Farmers Market. And if you would like to help out the North Canton JCs, they are collecting items to benefit the neonatal intensive care unit here locally. And it's the Houston's Liftoff, a local nonprofit that supports families with children in ICU, neonatal intensive care units. And they have drop-off boxes located at the North Canton Library, the Chamber of Commerce here in North Canton, and also at Wayne Savings Bank. And they're collecting word searches, puzzles, baby books, stuffed animals, snacks, crackers, toothpaste, toothbrushes, small toys, body wash, and beverages, of course, that have to be completely sealed, and chips and cookies and things like that. So just trying to help families in need during their time of special care when their child is in the neonatal intensive care unit at our local hospitals. And coming up, so mark this on your calendars, the Egg Stravaganza, the Easter Egg Stravaganza is being sponsored by the North Canton North Canton JCs, okay, in cooperation with the Chamber, but it's going to be up there off of 7th Street. It's going to be located at their barn, and you'll be able to come up, and for $15, you can purchase 25 eggs, or for $30, you can get 50 eggs, and they're going to be specially designed or stuffed that you'll be able to take back and maybe share at your home residence or at your very small gathering. So that's going to be on the Saturday the 27th from 2 to 5. And I'm sure if you look out by the street, you'll probably see somebody waving you in. So come on up, help our JCs out, okay? Because they struggled all last year, and let's do the best that we can to help them continue the good work that they're doing here. So thank you for that. Okay, last but not least, daylight savings time. All right, that begins on Sunday, March the 14th. This year, it ends on Sunday, November the 7th, 2021. So at 2 a.m. on Sunday, we're going to spring ahead, and you're going to have to turn your clocks forward 1 hour. And I just want you to know that Benjamin Franklin has been credited with this, but it's not really him. Okay, George Vernon Hudson, as the research goes, 1895, a New Zealand artist, is really recognized as the person who is associated with daylight savings time. However, 100 years before that, in 1794, God bless Benjamin Franklin, he wrote a satirical essay about the sun rising and the availability of sunlight. So he had some connections there with us going into daylight savings time this Sunday. And Folks, I just want to say that hopefully with the weather changing, it's going to lift our spirits, and things will be opening up for us. We'll be getting outside on our trails more, working in our yards, cleaning things up. And you know what? If you get time as we get going, I know there's debris along the gutters and sidewalks and things like this, but if you can clean up your personal areas for us, the city, and really help us look as beautiful as it can be as the weather changes, and we all just do a little bit of cleanup for ourselves, a lot of hands makes projects go a lot faster, smoother. So anyways, just a word of support on that. Continue to follow your safeguards of physical distancing, washing our hands, wearing our facial coverings in public. We're paying the price for that today, because what we did and the precautions we took a year ago, I really believe that's why we are here today, 1 year later, that we can be visiting like this and start opening up our parks and our youth baseball and our special events, our 720 markets, our Main Street Festival. So stay tuned. We have things opening up for our community to help bring us back together and get outside and visit with one another in a safe manner. So please, thank you for the privilege of allowing me to be your mayor for the city of North Canton. It's an honor for your time, and stay safe, keep well, enjoy the week, enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you here next Wednesday. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Thank you.